Hello, I'm Kyo, and welcome to the video. Today I'll be drawing Nikolai for one of my friends. He is a hardcore Nikolai muncher, in my opinion. Uh, she was the one who suggested this when I asked what I should do. So today's going to be a speed paint of Nikolai, and I'm rendering it for once. I'm actually going to color the drawing more than usual. But I usually start my sketches out with low opacity, and I usually just start out random stuff and usually get the base down, and then I'll go in with line art later, but I usually like to just do lines with my stylist on my Wacom, and I usually like to just get it down first before I start to really get like my lines all clean and stuff. I didn't start out this one with an idea. I was scrolling on Pinterest for a bit because I didn't really have a plan. And then that one scene of Nikolai, I might insert it in here, but that picture, I chose that one because she likes that one specifically. So I'm like, yes, 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 we will do that one. He looks so adorable. We love him. But yeah, the sketching process goes pretty quickly for me when it's just the start. I don't usually plan out the bodies. I usually do that when I'm doing line art because I get usually just want to get it down first, and then I can find out stuff later. Really, I just need the basics, and I can go off of that. I get to this. I could think I was doing this at 3 a.m. So it was kind of late, and I was like, I feel like it's kind of messy, more than usual. It's really messy. It was probably because I was sleep deprived. It was really, I was like, I couldn't sleep, so I just started working on Nikolai while screen recording because freaking I do not have the space on this laptop to freaking get IBS to freaking export the freaking. But I don't. It works perfectly fine for screen sharing, but it will not export for me. I'm like, bro, it's would be so easy, but at least I can like document the process as I go because sometimes and I can speed it up as much as I want. I like to have control over things, and this I have complete control. No one can stop me. I have complete control over this. And I can change the length of it if I want to. I can cut things out. And it's really nice because sometimes I just sit there and stare at it for a bit. And if I couldn't take that piece out, like, bro, you would just be staring at a screen. Like, yeah, even sped up, you can tell I'm stopping. Because, like, I need to think. I'm not just gonna be like, just completely drawing the whole entire time. No, I need to stop to use my brain for once. So I usually have a lot of pauses so that and I can like that gets annoying for me even to watch. So I usually just I try to cut those pieces out because I mean I would get annoyed if I saw those. So I try to keep it usually clean and well put together because I don't know, that's just how I like it. But Nikolai is looking adorable, scrumptious, amazing. I feel like I should have made his hair fluffier. Hair is one of my favorite parts. But I feel like I should have made it fluffier because I really like fluffy hair, and his hair is quite fluffy. I feel like should have added more, but later I do end up adding more.
This is the sketch so far. I'm probably gonna finish the line art today and maybe render it today. It might take me a while because well, rendering is rendering and I usually have trouble with the hair. Even though it's my favorite part to draw, it's my least favorite part to render because I can never get the lighting correct. But I still need to finish the body, and I didn't really, when I did the sketch, I didn't really plan out the body, nor did I plan out the braids, so I need to finish those. The hands need a bit more detail than what they have so far, but I really like it. The line weight's going really well. I really like the hair.
After a quick break, which was really just like 2 hours or so before getting back to it, I had like a pizza or something. I don't remember what I ate, but it was good lunch. It was a nice break because usually I like to stick to stuff and just hound down until I get it finished, and I feel like that sometimes ruins my drawings because I'm so focused on the finished product that I don't take my time as much as I should, and it pisses me off sometimes because like I could do better, but I'm so like focused on trying to finish it so I can do something else that I feel like I rush it and I need to take my time and actually think about it sometimes. That's probably why hair is my least favorite part in rendering, because you have to focus on a lot of the lighting, and that usually bothers me because trying to understand lighting isn't hard if you take your time on it, and I just am not patient enough to take my time to learn, like, to take my time to get the lighting specific to how I want it. So I usually go the lazy route, and I usually try and finish as quickly as possible, which sometimes is my downfall. And it sometimes makes my things look a little messy, and I kind of want to fix that because I don't need to try, and it's not a speed run. I don't need to try and finish so quickly. I can finish whatever I want to finish. No one's got a gun to my head. Like, no, I'm perfectly fine. But I can't. I have to finish quickly. I don't know why. It's just a personal thing, I guess. But Nikolai was going really well here. I really liked his clothing was fun. Usually, I don't focus a lot on clothing. I usually focus a lot on hair and face. But his clothing was quite fun to play with. I like trying to understand his clothing and trying to get it like down to make it accurate to the anime was a bit hard at first because, well, there was like a few times where I could not find any good references for this man. It was so hard at first, but I found a good reference later, and I was able to get his outfit down pretty well from the shoulders up part, because that's all you can see. And he was quite easy to draw. I've drawn him before for my friend, the same one who loves Nikolai, and I liked that one. It was kind of lazy. I didn't color it, and the braid was like, I hated the braid so much. But he looked really good. His hair was fluffier in that one, and I liked the hair on that one better than I did this one. But what can I do? But it was like I like them both equally. I like this one more because it's a finished rendered drawing. Of course, I'm gonna like that one more than the others. But this is my second time drawing Nikolai. I usually just draw Dazai or, well, Riddle Roseheart. I've been drawing a lot recently. But I usually stick to certain characters because characters I like. But I'm trying to branch out more. Like, yes, I drew Truya a lot, but I need to branch out my character designs more, because I've realized when I was given a character to draw and their hair was like not the fluffiest, I had so much trouble because I feel like I use fluffy hair a lot to like cover up my mistakes and cover up things that I'm having trouble with. So it's usually just like I need to learn how to get all that down without relying on fluffier hair too. Because foreheads, I don't touch foreheads. My persona, I gave her bangs. I don't have bangs. Personally, I have curtain bangs, but that doesn't cover my forehead. But I could not draw a forehead. So I just did not let her have a forehead. I covered that shit up so fast. See, you can see here that I'm starting to render the hair. I always start with hair because it's my least favorite part, and once you get the hair down, you can really get into the skin. But here are the color changes. I was going to do a more bluish, grayish color, but later on I changed it to a bit of a purple because I feel like it looked better and it was going to go well more with the outfit and the colors I was using for his outfit. It was nice to match it with it. But right now I'm trying to get the shading in. I used the lasso tool as my best friend. I love the lasso tool. It is so good. The lasso tool is just so nice because you can fill in the hair very easily with lasso tool, and then you can make another layer, and I forgot what it's called, but you can put that layer on top of it, and you can go, and it will not like break out of bounds. It is so nice. You can just play with it as much as you want without having to worry going back and erasing it. And the lasso tool is just so useful for just the base and to get something down, so then you can later go in without having to worry about like having to try and make sure you're not in the line, like coloring out the lines, which I do a few times, which I am guilty of, even with the lasso tool. White backgrounds are kind of finicky, especially with hair and like skin color, because when it's like lighter skin color, because the white background you can't see it that well. So I usually miss it. So then when I do a background, I have to go back and erase it, which it's not the end of the world if I have to go back and erase it. It's just erasing. But it's like I need like it would be easier if I could just color and stay in the lines. But it's kind of hard. I don't know why it's hard, but it is. because it's on the white background. And I've tried gray backgrounds, I've done gray backgrounds, but I can just never stick to it. It's just like one is I have to remember to do it, which I usually don't. I'm usually too busy trying to sketch. And since I use low opacity um, pencils for like my sketch, I use low opacity. The gray kind of just makes it a little less visible for me. And it's like I hate the white, but I hate the gray, and I could change it to any other color. But like the bright white is also like I keep my brightness down already because well I usually draw late at night and I do not need to be freaking flashbanged while it's freaking what 1 a.m. Like no, I like to draw late at night so it's like because it's the only time I'm motivated to do something like this. That's the whole reason why I started this at 3 o'clock because I couldn't sleep. But as I was saying, the white background, I can't divert from it. Even if it's I have to go back and erase. It's so much easier for me to get an idea. Oh, this is where I changed the color of the hair to a more purplish kind of thing. But the white background is just so I don't know why it's just so it's I've seen it so much that I just keep it now. I wish I could be like other people and I can do the gray because it looks so good when other people do it, but I just physically can't change my ways. Like I could if I just remembered and practiced enough and got used to the gray, I could most definitely just keep the gray and keep doing the gray or a different color than that. But the white is just so classic. And I would have to, this is my sleep deprived brain. You think I'm gonna remember to change the background color to gray? Nah, it's just, I don't usually remember things like that. It's like I'm just trying to, if I have an idea, then I'm usually getting up out of bed to fulfill said idea. I'm not really thinking about anything other than this said idea. Because I don't usually plan out my sketches. Usually my sketches happen spontaneously. I just think of a character, I think of an idea that I like, and I have to at least get close to that idea to complete it and help me sleep at night. But it's really, drawing Nikolai well, it was quite fun and like as I was saying, the white background, his hair, it was like even if his hair is not really the same color as the background, it is hard to perceive and like find the differentiation because one, it was a lot of white added to his hair, and I guess I got out of lines a bit there. But when I changed it to the purple, I think that really like blended it in, because after when I was doing like a background bit to see like everything I missed, it was like yeah, there was a lot around the hair and it was a lot of the whitish kind of color. So I was assuming that yes, I probably did draw a bit over the lines with the white, and that's my line art is not that good. I can't just do fill with the paint bucket because I don't like fill in my lines completely. I do need to work on my line weight because I usually just like to sketch it. I don't usually like to take the freaking time to do line weight, but I've been trying to be better. I've also had to remember to give people jaw lines. Oh, I like there was this one Dazai drawing I did, and he did not have a jawline at all. Bro was a circle with a little chin. It was the yaoi chin. It was so bad. It was so bad. I I look back at it now and I laugh. I changed it, but it was just so funny to me at the time because I did not realize it until I was physically shown by a friend of mine that it was like bro did not have a jaw. His jaw was non-existent. Bro had the yaoi chin, except his chin was a bit more rounded than that. He wasn't gonna impale anyone with that chin, but still, he had the lack of jawline. Like, okay, I do headcanon Dazai to have like a baby face kind of, but bro still has a jawline. Everyone still has a jaw. The bone is there. You can't really get rid of it. So everyone's gonna have a jaw, or at least like the illusion of one. And I literally stole that shit away from him, bro did not have any jaw. I had to go back and fix it later. But this at least Nikolai has a jaw. Yeah, I feel like that he has a jaw. Gaslighting myself, but I feel like he has a jaw. I feel like I did better. I'm trying to get better with the faces. I'm trying to do different face shapes and different like sizes and stuff like that to like really differentiate my characters from each other because yes, the character design can always like make them look different and help them tell them apart. But then again, you still don't want the same face syndrome. You want to be able to draw a character consistently while also having unique face shapes. So that's what I've been trying to focus on is face shapes and remembering the jaw because well they kind of need that, but it's not been that it's been easy kind of to a point because I just have to remember to do it. And since I draw dog's eye a lot, it's I usually focus on one face shape, which isn't really good because then I'm not really learning anything. But still, I'm really trying to focus on. I've been trying to draw stronger jaws, so more like square face shapes because it's not something I usually like to do the round like soft kind of chubby cheeks. And I need to focus more on the strong jaws because there's a lot of characters that I like that have stronger jaws, and it's I need to be able to get that down. But Nikolai here is going really well. I really liked his coloring. Clothing I never really focused on when it came to rendering, which I do need to focus on it more because I like it kind of looks a little bland compared to everything else. But I really, really like it. He looks so adorable. You want it like it looks like you want to squish his cheeks. Because he looks smushable, in my opinion. But he looks adorable here. I really liked the coloring, in my opinion. I really like how I rendered it. I tried a different rendering style for the hair this time. Usually I like to like block it out, but this time I just did a bunch of bullshit until I liked it. And honestly, it doesn't look half bad. Usually, my problem is with the shines of the hair, and I think I've actually fixed it and I've gotten down a bit more of the hair shine to make it look normal and regular like hair. And I think we're getting to the end of this until where I add my background, which I freaking deleted the part because originally I was going to do a star background, but I ended up changing that because well, it looked kind of like it would have been cute for like if it was like a profile pic, but like I wanted to do. My friend suggested I do a sky background, and I was like, yeah, bet. See, it's right there. But I was like, yeah, I'll do sky because it's easy, and he looks happy, bro. He should be happy outside. And we're just about finished here. I'm just cleaning up the clouds a bit, but I think we're just about done. See, look at him, adorable. And I'm probably gonna give this to my dearest friend Rodri. But thank you for watching. Bye. See you next time.